thank you for joining us. We're here with Nune Perez, who is running for City Council Place 3. How are you doing today, Nune?
Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to start this off. Tell us a little bit about your resume and qualifications that make you the best person for this position.
Well, as far as resumes and qualifications, currently my role is I'm a quality production manager. So I look at a lot of risk-based assessments, analyze a lot of data on a daily basis. So I kind of lean back on that quite a bit. But I also have a background in law enforcement when I was 6 years in the U.S. Navy, stationed in D.C. as well as in Japan. So I got to see several different styles of communities and how they're managed and ran. And then also, I served 5 years as a volunteer fireman for Canyon Fire Department. So I understand fire and law enforcement rather well by actually doing it on a day-to-day basis. So it's easy to represent folks, but it's not as easy whenever you've lived that life. And that's where I kind of have lived that life. And that's what I think makes me the best candidate for that role.
No, of course. And so tell us a little bit about the platform that you're running on and kind of your beliefs to make Amarillo a better place for everyone.
Yeah, so the platform is unifying the community itself at large. One of the biggest things that I've come across, and I've communicated this, and interestingly enough, I've had to communicate this in English and in Spanish. I'm bilingual, and I also understand Japanese. And the one thing that always comes across is the question of what district do you represent? And it's a misnomer that should never have come across anyone's mind in Amarillo, because there's a misunderstanding that we represent districts, or councils represent districts, but council members do not. We represent the entire community itself, not just certain zones or districts. And I want to unify the community in that manner, to where whatever programs come across to the council vote, the council position, we need to ensure that it benefits the entire community, not just certain areas or certain districts. While yeah, there's certain items that can benefit the entire community within certain districts, it needs to really benefit, how does it affect all of the community as a whole?
Yeah, of course. And so and I've asked this question to everyone, what would you do differently, or what are you planning on doing differently that past administrations have not been able to either get done or not really brought to the table thus far?
Interesting. That actually, I stated this last night. The one thing I look at is permanent solutions. It seems to me we found out that asphalt lasts 1.5 years to 2 years because it's on the ticket every time we run for elections. We need to look at that risk of what are we doing, where it seems like we're making a Band-Aid fix whenever we can actually fix the entire problem. We do have higher traffic areas, zones that require more robust roadways, not just asphalt, that will last a lot longer, so that we're not having to spend more money just on repairs and resurfacing. We're throwing away money that we shouldn't have, and we can repurpose a lot of that funds over to programs such as that promote all of our our future, really. We have lots of families here that travel outside of the city for competitions for their kids. We don't host any of these competitions, and I think we have the capability, more than have the capability to do that. Softball tournaments, baseball, basketball, cheer, those kind of dance competitions. We have the facilities to do this, but we can't. We haven't promoted that here. And in essence, when we have a young population that experiences all that travel, guess what they would like to do when they get older? They move on to the cities that we've been traveling to. And in order for Amarillo to grow, we have to invest in that here so that they have something to stick around for.
No, of course. And so really my last question, tell us just a little bit about why people should vote for you, just a free form of your ideas and why you think that you're the best candidate for Amarillo.
Well, hands down, I'm a family man. I'm very straightforward. I know my wife can attest. I stop in the grocery store all the time. People stop me and ask me questions, and sometimes I'm a horrible person with names. I keep forgetting people's names, but people still approach me, and we chat about anything and everything. And I do everything I can to support and help those personnel to understand why certain things are done, even within the community itself. I mean, some people ask, well, why is this road being taken care of, or why is this area? Well, you know, at this point, this is where we're at this juncture. And being very open to our community is that transparency, getting that respect and that trust. And when it comes down to it, that's one of the things that I'd like to ensure. I know that the incumbent in this particular seat, that's one item that I actually want to continue for him, is the transparency that he had at a minimum of once a week, always being available to the community. And that's something that I do admire of him. And that's something I hope to continue. It's very respectful for the community itself. And that's the only way we can make it as a community. And it really builds the Panhandle spirit that we have here. And we've all experienced it. Amarillo is the leader in this area, in this region. We need to set it ourselves up and look like it. I mean, and there's a lot of work to be done.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you so much, Nune. I appreciate you coming and talking with us today, and good luck with the rest of the race.
Well, I appreciate it. Never a problem to answer questions and have conversations with each other.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir.